And it says, think it's not strange.
That's right.
Yep. That's very true.
All right? Read it.
Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you.
Exactly. So you want to see your faith. Right? The brother, like he said he bought a car, and he's trying to win, right? And he said, you know, like his videos to make, so he was like going back, man, I gotta make these videos, man, but his flesh took over. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I said, hey, I want to do the same thing, man. You know what I mean? And I think that the Lord is trying me.
Yeah.
Because man's going to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So anything that happens to you, right, it's always Yahawashi trying you, man. All different kind of ways, man.
And what? And you mentioned the point. What brings you back? You mentioned the point.
Yeah.
The comfort.
The comfort, yeah.
The comforter.
Just a quick point on what he's saying too, because if earlier the brother read, study to show thyself approved. Now, if you're not studying, because these are scriptures that are coming to your mind. When you're in a situation like that and something happens and you're like, well, the Most High is just trying me. That's a scripture. So, but if you're not studying, the chances of that voice coming into your head to help you get through what you're getting through are low. It's not going to be there because you're not studying. But anytime you remember these things when you're going through hell, because, hey, quick testimony, when I first came here, me and this brother had it all planned out. We were going to have a home.
Yep.
And, hey, it didn't end up like that. I had to sleep in his car. To a place where I don't know. But if I didn't have the scriptures in my head, you know what? I'm in the truth. This is what's happening. I might get caught off guard and do some wicked shit or whatever it might be. The time we're coming to, Jacob's trouble, hey, it's gonna be like that on a
Ongoing basis. Say it, brother.
Yeah, on an ongoing basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It's gonna be like that every single moment. So if you weren't studying before, if you weren't giving your all before, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble.
Another good way to look at it is like, just think of it as like your training, you know, for the time. It's just training. It's like bodybuilding. The Lord gives you more fire and more things to go through, and you build that muscle. No, there's more. It says, some strange thing happened unto you, but rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach Yahawashi's suffering. That's what you're doing. You should rejoice because you're suffering what our Lord suffered. You know? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Job chapter 13, verse 15, and it reads, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain mine own ways before him.
That's right.
What? Did you say that other part about my own ways? Say that. Read that again. Huh? That's important.
Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain mine own ways before him.
That's right.
Yes. There it is. Beautiful.
That's right. And then the one that's slaying him is Yahawah. So it says Job's saying right there that he knows that it's the Most High sanctioned death.
And life.
Right? Doesn't matter what. Right? He's going to remain faithful to Yahawashi.
That's right.
And Job is synonymous to Israel, man. But right now it's the 1/3.
Yep.
Okay? We're the ones being tried. Because the other one is not isn't meat for the fire, man. For the ICBM missiles.
It's like Yahawashi too, you know, when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, you know, he asked the Lord 3 times, you know, could you take this away from me? No, the Lord said you have to go through this. So the Lord, and you know, when you read, no, he didn't answer, right? Correct.
Was
but when you go to Isaiah 53,
that means that was the answer. No, you don't have to go through this. Continue.
Right. When you go to Isaiah 53, it says that yet it pleased him to bruise him.
Yes.
You know, so the Lord, he loves it when he sees you're being bruised and you're catching hell for the right reasons.
And that's the point, for the right reasons.
For the right righteousness.
For righteousness. Because people think it's people get soft-hearted, soft-minded when they're going through hell, or they see somebody else talking about going through hell. It's because they're not. It's for the right reasons, so they're not taking that in.
I'll finish this off. It says, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
So you can't suffer without faith. That's my point earlier. We know that, you know, through suffering, we're going to receive joy, or we're going to receive glory with Yahawashi. Pursuant to Romans 8 and 16.
So, in the book of Romans, chapter 13, starting at 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. In other words, sleep right there is going into sin.
That's right.
Right? It's not the sin. So it's high time, if you're an Israelite man, to stop practicing sinning. We all sin every day, but some Israelite clothe and glorify themselves in sinning. Alright? For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Okay? Verse 12. The night is far spent. So enough of your skullduggery, man. Bullshit. There's enough of that. The day is at hand. And the day is what? It's knowledge. Right? You can see. Right? We're telling you the truth. We're breaking it down for you. There's no more mystery. Okay? Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
That's death, by the way, darkness.
Fine.
Right? It's synonymous with sleep.
Fine.
Go ahead, brother.
And the armor of light is basically putting clothes on you. Remember Adam was in the garden, and he said he was naked, him and Eve were naked. That means they were sinning. Alright? The law was oral then, it wasn't written down yet, but they were sinning. And I'm gonna get into it, but basically what Adam did, he slept with a close relative. Okay? Eve. And that they were found to be naked. They were sinning. And if you want to go less on that, if you want, you know what, but you time for that right now. Right.
No, we won't go into that.
So verse 13, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness. Self-proclaimed general. Not to be drunken, man. It ain't wicked to be drunk, but be drunk, you know, with moderation at home. When you're doing the Lord's work, and if you want to have a few by yourself and relax, right? Because we're in this wicked kingdom, but you can't be drunk doing the Lord's work, man.
Yeah, in the spirit. You can't be drunk in the spirit.
Not in chambering, wantonness, not in strife, envying, but put ye on Yahawah Yahawashi, and make not provision for the flesh, fulfill the lust thereof. Alright?
You know, he said, make not provision for the flesh. Provisions are stuff that you get, like food, water, and all these things when you're stranded and whatnot. It says, make not provision for the flesh. So guess what? The mentality is to starve your flesh and feed your spirit. You know, any opportunity you get, starve your flesh and feed the spirit. Because that, like the brother said earlier, it pleases the Most High to put Yahawashi through that. It's the same thing with us. The Most High likes when He sees that you're fighting the flesh and is one with the spirit.
Sure. You got a scripture?
Actually, this is 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras 7, and I'll start at 6. 2nd Esdras 7 and 6. There is also another thing, and then you brothers can break it down. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on one side, on right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them, both even between the fire.
So that's what I was saying earlier. The straight gate. Okay? The road to destruction is broad. That means there's so many different kind of religion, so many things you can get into. Right? That's pleasing to the flesh. You know what I mean? But the way to the kingdom of heaven is a straight gate, a narrow gate. Alright? Read it.
And one only path between them both.
So we can't save you. I can't save you. Right? Every man is on his own, man. It's a lonely walk. Right? That's like a soldier. Soldier mean
Alone.
alone.
Yeah.
Right?
Even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If the city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
So again, just being an Israelite, not doing this work, not increasing the Lord's penny, right? It can't be given to you, man. You gotta come out here week in and week out and make your body a living sacrifice. Yahawashi did it for us, right? And this is nothing compared to what Yahawashi did. No one's beating us, spitting on us, you know, doing nailing the life for nothing. You know what I mean? So this is light work, as May would say. Light work, easy work.
That's right. That's right.
Briefly paraphrasing, it says this is a light affliction.
Done.
Yeah. Verse 10, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Because of their sakes I made the world.
The world is made for our sakes, man. Everything you see in this world, in this earth, and the multiverse, because there's not a universe, and there's many verses out there, man. Alright? It was made for our sakes.
And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. Then were the inheritance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few
So
and
because Adam sinned, everything came rough, man. You have to work for your food. Right? Now we're the basement. We're the base of men. Everything is put upside down. Esau's the basement, man. Right? But the Lord is punishing us. We've transgressed the laws.
then were the inheritance of this world, or the entrances of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. Now that's just this world, man. That's not even this world when you come into the truth. Because that's amplified. And now your eyes are open to everything.
Because pain teaches you how to live too. You know, if you put your hand through fire, then you know not to put your hand through fire. You know, so pain is good. A lot of people mistaken pain as a bad thing. Pain is good. Suffering's good.
Yeah, there has to be balance.
Right.
This goes back to a false balance versus a righteous balance.
Right.
And this place is going to be terrible going through this path, but we have our hope, man.
You see,
Go ahead,
Jake don't know that there's actually a group of men meeting in secret, trying to enslave him, right? Trying to lock him down. Like he doesn't know. You think like, hey man, what did that Slim Thug? It was him that say Bill Gates don't. I think it's him. Said Bill Gates don't want to do with him. He's rich already. You know, you know what I mean? Well, why does he want to do nothing with me?
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of men sitting there thinking, how can we lock these Negroes down? These niggers, right? These niggers, knock them down, right? And you're sitting there chewing like a cow that's chewing. A cow doesn't know like the mechanics of a farm. Like you know, you have to actually buy seeds to like throw there and water things. You know, he doesn't know. You know that the guy sharpening his
instrument to
cut his head off. You know, guy's chewing. I mean, that's Jake. That's just chewing his cousin. All right.
Hey, he's right. You guys turned into a cow. You went from you went from a sheep to a cow. That's fact. In spirit, you become a cow. Okay.
Isaiah 3. Ox know this.
One syllable.
Ox knows, but
Israel don't know.
Israel don't know. Go ahead, brother.
And that's correct, because if you know about farming, real quick, if you leave a cow on its own and you don't put up a gate or a fence or anything, it'll just go out and graze the grass until everything's gone. They'll just keep eating and eating and eating. And I understand your point, man. That's Israel. They'll just keep going until they destroy themselves. That's insane.
Verse 13. For the entrance of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit.
So that's when the earth was created, Ayadan. It was in a paradise condition. Everything was beautiful. So when it says Garden of Eden, it made the whole world, man. God didn't make an ugly part that was decrepit. You know what I mean? The whole thing was beautiful. Right? Filled with fruits, smells, animals, you know, they're scared of us at that time. You know what I mean? It was beautiful.
Galatians 4:26, the capital city was Israel. Okay?
Jerusalem.
Right? Yeah, Jerusalem, or, you know, where our father's name went. Same thing. So that's the point with that. But it was the whole world. So it wasn't just south of there. You know what I'm saying? If you go south of there, it's Ethiopia. It has a Greek name, the Greek name is Ethiopian, and the name that it was given was Abyssinian. So yeah, understand that where the capital city is, the capital is. Okay.
Verse
Go ahead.
15, it says, if then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them.
This is what we're doing, man. We're going to the straight gate, man. We say fuck the world.
That's right.
Fuck all this electric lights it has to offer.
That's right.
Fuck the big booty bitches right now because they're just done on pop carousels, man. They're done. They're community mattresses, man. But how good they look. Fuck it.
True.
I mean,
Right.
Community property.
that's it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And that's what Jake is, man. Jake loves big booty Judy. Right?
No doubt.
That's all you want. That's it. I'm gonna have big booty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Say fuck it. Fuck it. You know, trying to be called GQ and pretty. Forget all that, man. We're gonna do the good work.
That's right. Now, therefore, why disquitteth thou thyself, seeing thou art but a corruptible man? And why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal? Why hast thou...
So why you acting that way, Jake? Right? You're nobody. Moses says you're a worm. You ever seen a worm that's walking? You know what I mean? There's no defense. Right? But for some reason, Jake think, you know,